My name is Dr. Tim Bessler, and I serve as the Dean of Students here at St. Mary's. And it's an absolute pleasure to be able to welcome you to the start of your graduate experience at St. Mary's. I want to spend a couple of minutes talking with you about the role of Dean of Students on our particular campus, and to share with you some information about a couple of policy areas that are really important, and then break you out so that you can go over to the Student Resources Fair and be able to meet members of the faculty, staff, and student community that have taken time from their Saturday to be here with us and to help welcome you into St. Mary's. I'm sure that Brother Jose this morning talked a little bit about educating in the family spirit as being a part of who we are here at St. Mary's. And I think that's demonstrated by the variety of people that have come out to welcome you, to tell you how excited we are to have you entering into St. Mary's, and to give you the opportunity to really get to know us a little bit as you make that transition from whatever your previous institution was, wherever you are in your life, into this graduate educational experience. Because it's a different one. It's very different than what you experience as an undergraduate. There are many similar support services, many similar support roles on campus, but your experience of those will be different. So from the Dean of Students' perspective, my office is designed and charged with providing support services outside of the classroom. Primarily, I work with residence life, student activities in our university center, and judicial affairs, dealing with conduct issues on campus. Typically, we're not working with graduate students in conduct issues, which is a good thing. But we do have a number of graduate students that live on campus. We do have graduate students that get involved within our campus community. And I strongly encourage you to look for those points of involvement, those points of connection with us outside of the classroom, because your experience in life and in your educational pursuits up to this point will be a gift to our community in helping us think about things differently, looking at other ways to provide support to our students, whether it's here on campus or those of you that are joining us virtually from wherever you are in the world. Let us know how we can support you. And you can channel those requests, you can channel those ideas and those insights through the Dean of Students office, through your department chairs, your program chairs, through your academic deans, because we are interested in helping make sure that you have a phenomenal, in fact, an excellent educational experience while you're here at St. Mary's. One of the particular areas that I want to make sure you know about as it relates to the Dean of Students role is the support that we provide, that my office and my team provides when life happens. And what I mean by that is, y'all have been around the block a little bit. You've got an undergraduate degree, maybe two. You may have another master's degree. You may be starting a PhD program. You may be starting a dual program, master's, JD, any number of different things. But you've had educational experiences. You've had work experiences. You've had life experiences. And you know very directly that life happens out of the blue. It may be an unexpected illness. It may be a car wreck. Any number of different things can happen that cause you to go, wow, I don't know that I can maintain the focus on my academics the way that I need to right now because of fill in that blank. The worst thing that you can do in that situation is to disappear and to not let somebody at St. Mary's know what's going on in your life and what type of support you need from us. The Dean of Students office is designed to be a primary point of contact when life happens, so that you have a single place that you're sharing the story of what's going on in your life, and then allowing the Dean of Students office to reach out to your program director, to reach out to your dean, to reach out to colleagues on campus to help coordinate support for you for whatever amount of time that might need to be to help get you back into the class. For some students, they're celebrating the birth of a new child, and it happens right at the beginning of the semester, and they just can't start classes right away. So my office works with the faculty in your area to say, hey, let's give this person a little bit of time to get settled into this new role as a parent and come back into the classroom a week or 2 weeks later on. My office will ask for some documentation from you to help evidence that what you've shared with us is valid, not because we don't believe you, but because we want to make sure that we're being consistent in how we work with you and provide support to you with all of the other students that bring similar types of issues and concerns and requests for help forward to me. My office also provides supervision for our Office of Disability Services. So if you are an individual that has a documented disability and you have benefited from accommodations in your past educational experiences, I strongly encourage you to connect with Disability Services here at St. Mary's. Provide that documentation to our office so that we can work with you to determine what type of accommodations are appropriate to help assure that you have an equal opportunity to learn and demonstrate your knowledge and what you are learning in the classroom in all the different areas that St. Mary's will engage you in as a graduate student. Don't wait until you're halfway into the semester and realize things are harder than you expected. Take care of that accommodations conversation now before you need it, because as you know, you have the opportunity to choose which faculty members you provide letters of accommodation to and what type of support you're going to actively seek once you've started that conversation with us. Another area of importance that I want to spend time on is, if you've paid any attention to the national conversation about higher education of late, one of the hottest topics is sexual assault and sexual misconduct on college campuses. Not exactly the most exciting conversation point to have as part of an orientation, but I want to spend a moment on that topic because I want to assure you that St. Mary's University is a place that does not tolerate discrimination or harassment in any way, shape, or form. And if you believe that you are experiencing a situation of harassment, experiencing a situation of discrimination, or have been assaulted, we strongly encourage you to report it. We ask you to report it so that we can provide support to you, we can investigate what has taken place, and we can take appropriate action to stop a harassing or discriminating environment, to address an assault that may have occurred. I promise you we will not sweep it under the rug. We will not ignore it. Over the past few years, we have increased the level of awareness and educational programming that we've done within our campus community because we are deeply concerned about any type of scenario that discriminates or harasses a member of our community. And as newest members to our community, you may not have experienced what it means to be part of St. Mary's. You may not have directly experienced that education in the family spirit, the way that we talk about it as one of our pillars. So I call it out right now, and before you leave today, I have some yellow sheets up here on the table that I would ask our students to pick up, because it provides contact information for you to the university's Title IX coordinators. Those are members of the faculty and the administration that are charged with responding to, investigating, and resolving complaints of discrimination, harassment, sexual assault within our community. In my role as Dean of Students, I'm a Deputy Title IX coordinator. What that means is if a student brings a complaint against another student, my office is directly responsible for seeing that process through, for assuring that we have a thorough, impartial, timely investigation, and work to resolve that complaint in a way that provides the highest level of support to the student that's bringing the complaint forward, while providing an appropriate level of respect and support to the individual against whom that complaint is made. And they're some of the most difficult and challenging scenarios that we work with, but we do work with them here on our campus. And I want you to feel comfortable, to the extent that's possible, coming forward if you're ever in that situation, or to encourage a peer if you know that he or she is involved in that type of a situation or have experienced that type of situation. Two other points before we break you out. One, Nicholas had talked about some of the things that you'll find on Gateway. One of the important things that's going to be given to you in Gateway here over the next week or so is the opportunity to opt into the university's emergency alert notification system, the RAVE alert system. I implore you to check the yes box and to share with us your cell phone number. I promise you that we will not be sending out everyday kinds of announcements via text message to the cell phone number you just gave us. Our campus alert system is used for campus alerts. It is used for emergency situations. You will not get a note from the Dean of Students via text saying, hey, come join me for lunch in the dining hall. That's not going to happen. You will get emails from us that tell you about power outages, that tell you about snow days. Supposedly we have a really strong El Nino coming, which increases the possibility of snow days. I got my fingers crossed. I don't know about you. I'm hoping, because there's only been 2 in the time that I've been down here. We use it for serious notifications of emergency situations on campus. And if you don't share that information with us, then it becomes very hard for us to make sure that you're getting emergency information in a timely way. The Rave Alert system pushes information out via text, via voicemail, and via email. But we know that you don't check your email as much as we ideally would like you to. So help us in these most critical moments make sure that your contact information is up to date so you don't miss absolutely vital information that legitimately could help keep you safe in the most extreme circumstances. Another thing that I want to share with you is when you go over to the Student Resources Fair, you will find one of these books in a pile over there. It's called Campusology. All of you have done a degree somewhere else. Most of you have not done a degree here at St. Mary's. Some of you have. As you walk into the Campus Resource Fair, I invite you to pick up one of these books because it's going to tell you a little bit more about St. Mary's, some of our language, some of our lingo, some of the weird ways that we refer to things, because every campus has the weird ways that they refer to things native to the campus, right? So this is an opportunity for you to learn a little bit more about us. It's a pick up, read at your leisure, identifying campus locations, names, traditions, points of pride within the institution that we would want you to know about. As you head over into the resource fair, it's going to be out the double doors behind you. There'll be about 14 or 15 campus offices and student organizations in there that want to welcome you, that want to say, we are so excited to have you a part of the St. Mary's University family, and that you've chosen to continue your educational experience here. There are going to be offices that will be able to talk to you about health insurance opportunities for you, disability services, to talk to you if you are a veteran or an active duty reserve about the support that we provide to students who are still engaged with the military while studying at St. Mary's. Information about counseling support, information about accessing media resources to support the educational experiences that you're going into. Please make it a point to stop by each of those tables, say hello, learn about the story and the services they provide to you, and remember, throughout your St. Mary's experience, ask questions. Let us know how we can help you, because we understand the graduate experience is more rigorous. It's also more autonomous than an undergraduate experience. Don't let the autonomous nature of graduate experience mean to you that you shouldn't or can't ask questions for support. Yes, you're older. Yes, you're wiser. Yes, you've got more experience, but not here and not as a graduate student. So let us know what you need so that we can provide that support and help make sure that you have an excellent educational experience within the family educational environment of St. Mary's.